What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Politics with Steve. All right, so as usual, before we get started, I want to ask everybody to take a second, subscribe to my YouTube page, sign up for my email list. Link is below. That is the best way to stay in the loop on all things Politics with Steve. And without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so Trump met with Ukrainian President Zelenskyy on Friday. Now, this meeting was to discuss the war between Ukraine and Russia, and specifically, Zelenskyy was coming to ask for long-range Tomahawk missiles. Now, personally, as soon as I heard about this meeting, I immediately thought about the shit show last time Zelenskyy came to the US, right? He was criticized for not having on a nice suit, as if he's not the president of a nation at war currently. I'm still confused on how they expected him to dress. Like, if that man came to the United States looking just too good or expensive or something like that, personally, I'd have been questioning whether or not he was taking this war shit serious. But regardless of all of that, he was ambushed, attacked for, stupid stuff. And he's the president of a nation that is an ally to the United States. So that should have just never happened. So prior to Trump meeting Zelenskyy, it actually seemed like Trump was open to providing Ukraine with these long-range Tomahawk missiles. But get this, Thursday, a day before Trump met with Zelenskyy, he had a 2-hour call with Putin. And afterwards, he announced that he and Putin will be meeting in Budapest in a couple weeks. Now, I want to say this. I never wanted Putin welcome to the U.S. again after his war crimes in Ukraine. But I would much rather Trump meet Putin in Alaska again than in Budapest, strictly because the few guardrails that existed, mainly because the last meeting was on U.S. soil, would not be in place this time. We all know Putin owns Trump. And a meeting in a third country just gives Putin all the advantages. I mean, whatever leverage he has is secrecy. There's going to be zero oversight. And I'm not even sure what the purpose of this meeting is because they just recently met in Alaska. I mean, and Trump has had 8 phone calls in 8 months with Putin, and there's been no progress. Literally, this is just Putin buying time. I mean, he, at the very bare minimum, got another 2 weeks because he knows Trump is not going to escalate things before that meeting. I think we should all pay attention to the fact that we've yet to see Trump be tough with Putin. And when I say tough, I don't mean that fake tough stuff that he did with Zelenskyy the first time. I mean tough in terms of sanctions, military assistance, criminal justice. In fact, everything he did since taking office benefited Russia. I mean, since taking office, he ordered the cybersecurity division of the intelligence community to stop monitoring Russia's cyber attacks. He stopped providing military intelligence and assistance to Ukraine for a period of time. He weakened sanctions against Russia as soon as he took office. He started beefing with the EU. He's been lying about how much the US spent in Ukraine. And despite all of that, Ukraine is still in a fight. So I was skeptical that Trump would provide whatever Ukraine needed anyway, because literally he never does anything to weaken Russia. Like I said, he don't even talk tough to Putin. He don't even talk tough about Putin. I want to let y'all hear this clip of Trump asking Putin if he can give Tomahawks to Ukraine. All right.
I did actually say, would you mind if I gave a couple of thousand Tomahawks to your opposition? I did say that to him. I said it just that way. He didn't like the idea. He really didn't like the idea. No, I said it that way. You have to be a little bit lighthearted sometimes, Adam.
Typically ask you not to provide Tomahawks?
So, wouldn't anybody? I mean, it's been in the news. Who wouldn't do that?
Hey, this man basically just said, Mr. Putin, can I provide Ukraine Tomahawks? I have no idea why MAGA believes that, Trump has some influence on foreign leaders or like somehow all these people are scared of him. Bruh, do y'all know how many times Putin been ignoring all of these deadlines that Trump given him on this, that, and the other, meeting with Zelensky and all of that? And after Friday's meeting with Zelensky, the reports are Trump declined providing the Tomahawk long-range missiles to Ukraine. No surprise there. I knew this was going nowhere when I seen our chump Secretary of Defense or uh, Secretary of War Department or whatever he called himself, Pete Hegseth, showed up in a Russian flag tie. Like, I'm not even kidding. I seen a picture on the internet and I was just hoping that it was Photoshop. CNN said the meeting was reportedly tense, frank, and at times just uncomfortable. It's reported that all Trump did was urge him to accept Putin's terms for a ceasefire deal or be destroyed by Russia. Again, initially, it sounded like Trump was supportive in giving Ukraine Tomahawk missiles. Then the Kremlin requested a phone call, and Trump immediately changed his tune. It is clear to me, and I feel like most people, that Trump is clearly Putin's puppet. Like, he will not do anything to hurt Russia. Whatever leverage Putin got over Trump, like, it is very strong. They say that he's got his own copies of the Epstein files. I've also heard that Putin has copies of the Moscow hotel peeing tapes. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, just do a little digging. But again, whatever he got over Trump, it is bad. So as it stands right now, Tomahawks are off the table, unfortunately. So